Now sober up and buy a lottery ticket, you lucky son of a bitch.
It's Bondzee Live. Trippin With Bondzee on YouTube.
I'm not sure if that was footage of me or not. It really could be with the amount of nonsense that I've had happen to me in my life, and especially lately. I'm here to say that I'm finally feeling a lot better from the motorbike accident. Wrist is feeling a lot better. My hips, it's been touch and go. I spent most of the weekend lying down and still recovering. We'll get into all of that coming up. It's Bondzee Live on Trippin With Bondzee on YouTube and the Dean Blundell Network. How in the hell are you? Happy Monday. Buckle up, folks. We've got a show for you tonight. Make sure you find us on YouTube or the Dean Blundell Network. Either or works. If you're on YouTube, make sure to hit that subscribe button and all that nonsense. Helps with the algorithm, helps me. We're getting there. We're almost at the 4,000 mark. Pretty excited about that. Listen, we're live at Sarge's house. We're back. Old Bondzee's back for a few weeks in the Hamilton region and area. I'll be doing a bunch of traveling around before I go up to the island for the summer, which I'm really looking forward to. We're at episode 201 here, and we're not stopping. The episode 200 was such a blast. Thanks to everybody that tuned in. Thanks to everybody that sent in some videos as well. Listen, we did miss a couple, and I feel terrible about that, but it was a crazy night. Just so much chaos. Doing it live is never easy. And then we had Restream, Facebook, YouTube. They all shut us down. I'm not really surprised at this point, but listen, it is what it is. Even with disclaimers. Listen, I guess I'm too controversial for the world. Ask Sarge. She'll tell you the same thing. Speaking of Sarge, folks, buckle up because it's happening. I set it up. I'm in her house. She can't escape me anymore. We will have me mom live. You guys are going to love this. She said, Gregory Scott, please don't keep me on too long, all right? I said, don't worry, Mom, I won't. Oh, thank you, son. I'm like the golden child right now. Been gone a couple months. Mom loves me. Mom knows I'm going away again. Can't do anything wrong. It's pretty nice, actually.
Can I just say I'm very excited for this? I really am.
You're not the only one, dude.
People are live really looking on Mom. There's Mom right there waiting.
I think the only one who's not yet. She's getting ready. Listen, it's all ready to go. Lest anybody think we tested it. And listen, if that feed doesn't work, I will get Glassy to play a video. I will go upstairs, microphone in hand, computer in hand, and I'll sit down and interview her side by each.
Oh
I thought it would be better to not do it side by each because she's already nervous enough, and I sit with her. She's sick of me.
Yep.
We
probably
had a
already, right?
Together. We'll talk about that when she comes up here. But
you've been there for what, 3 days there, Buns?
A little more. I got here Wednesday night, so
you've already worn out your welcome in Edmonton terms.
No, not at all. Mom is really loving having me here. Plus, it really helps when her grandson was here. My youngest son, Brad, spent the past 3 nights, 4 days here. So that always warms Sarge's heart as well. So,
100%. Cool. All right, get to the sponsors.
Yep, show's brought to you by Durham. There we go. Durham Custom Wood Decors. Thank you. You're supposed to put up that one first. Brand new sponsor, folks. And Glassy just threw me a curveball. I was like, first time I've ever been at a loss for words. Anyways, welcome, brand new sponsor, Durham Custom Wood Decor. Folks, if you are in Ontario, if you're in Canada, as a matter of fact, you could own one of those lovely clocks. Any color you choose. There's so many signs. If you're getting married, they'll make you up a sign. If we need a birthday gift or anniversary gift, anything. You got weddings coming up this summer. Everybody loves these personalized signs. Make sure you go check them out. It's www.durhamcustomwooddecor.com. There you go. Thanks for joining, guys, and make sure go check them out. They got wonderful deals and to really add to your house and make it look really nice and pretty. Show's also brought to you by Shakespeare's Fine Dining, Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. It is. I absolutely love this place. It's downtown Hamilton. All the celebs come up from Toronto, all the big shots. And we're not even talking like C-list, but we're talking A-listers, okay? They're open from Wednesday through Saturdays, 5 till 9:30 p.m. Lunch on Fridays, 12 till 2. Please, please, please make sure you make a reservation. Call 905-528-0689. It is the best surf and turf. They got the best scallops. They got the best everything. Take your loved one there. Take your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife, your husband, all three. I don't care how you do it. And while you're there, or if you're just feeling frisky and you want some nookie, this guaranteed nookie right there. Get your loved one other significant other, Shakespeare's gift card, you're good to go. Boom. There we go. Okay, that's out of the way. All right, let's roll the couple of videos that we missed from show 200, Glassy, because I feel really bad about this. People took time out of their busy schedule to make a video for this numbskull for his 200th show, which we never even really thought we'd get to 5 or 6. So.
Well, no, I wouldn't have thought we'd have gotten to 200 episodes, but we didn't get to them, in truth be told, because Bondzee didn't send them to me.
That's not even fucking true. Don't try to sewer me. No, I actually have the proof. So why don't we do this next show, because I can't do it on the fly. I'm going to go back you, and I'm going to show you that you were actually sent them, and you're the motherfucker who got me in trouble. Okay, fine. So let's roll. Let's just roll the videos, and because we forgot, or you forgot, or I forgot, I know it wasn't me. I don't.
We love you guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Brad sent this in, and we're sorry we didn't get to you, Brad. We got a couple of videos. Who's the second video again, sir?
It's the boys from 5-7 Studios who just made that amazing movie, Faking a Murder, and they just finished wrapping up the new one, another kind of thriller and stuff. And love these guys, and they've been a big part of my life for a while now, because they were my son's director for his magic show, The Thrillusionists. I always get that word wrong. On CBC Kids. Go check it out. All right, let's roll it.
Let's roll.
Mr. Bondzarelli, 200 episodes. Just wanted to say congratulations on this big milestone, knowing that at least 2 of those shows were really, really good. All kidding aside, I'm glad you survived to this point. That's what, 1 show for every injury, sickness, ailment, disease, growth.
He's not
whatever
wrong.
It may be, but congrats, bud.
Not wrong at all.
On 200 live podcasts. It's a great accomplishment, and hope to chat soon. Stay safe.
And we're not what am I going to say? We're not leaving anybody out. We're going to salt and pepper a bunch of these over the next. We got a couple from Brent Hatley's crew.
Yeah.
There's a lot more stuff coming.
A big shout out to Brad. And one day I could only hope, Glassy, to look as badass and as tough and as scary as Mr. Hopper does. So big shout out to him for that. Make sure you go check out his podcast, Offload Delay, on the Dean Blundell Network. And a big shout out to the crew up there in Kingston, the firefighting and paramedic crew he works with. God bless those guys, the frontliners.
100%. All
right, next.
Oh my God, 200 episodes? 200? I've been on 2 of them. So really, I'm a big part of this extravaganza. Congratulations to everyone at Trippin With Bondzee. 200 episodes, incredible. Hope to see another 200 more. Thanks for bringing us on as guests, and as always, we love you. And I hope you guys love us. Congratulations.
Awesome. Love those guys from 5-7 Films. Stu Stone, Adam Rodness. Awesome, wonderful dudes. Listen, I had something else to say, and it just escaped my mind. I'm trying to keep up the notes here. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. Breaking news with Chris Cram. We missed him on Friday because I spent some time with my son. He came down here for the weekend, as aforementioned. That was super awesome, getting to spend some time with him. And it was just nice taking the Wednesday we flew home. I flew home. And then Friday was just, it was a well-needed rest. Regroup after a big show, 200. Had an amazing time in San Juan del Sur. Huge shout out to everybody down there that made my trip memorable. This was one of the greatest ones. It was different than going down the other times and living there and stuff. This time I actually had I hate to call it a 9-to-5 job, but I had a full-time job where I have to be like mega responsible and not just out, slinging drinks in the bars all day and drinking with everybody all day and night. This one was a great trip. And it was awesome to work all day and record in wonderful spots with some beautiful views. I got pretty lucky with that. And listen, everybody that really helped me out down there and was part of it, and so many great new friends, so many old friends I got to see. I would like to give a really special shout out to Pat and Paul. I know they're big fans of the show, especially Pat watches all the time. They really took me in. I got to stay an extra 9-10 days. The 3 times I was supposed to come home, I ended up staying, and I got to stay with them free of charge. They wouldn't even, I tried to offer money and pay for even the air conditioning, and they were having none of it. They're like, nope, you're welcome here anytime, Gregory. So God bless to them. And they really did take care of me, because the last 7, 8, I think almost the whole time I did stay with them. It was after my motorbike crash, and I was pretty hurting. So Mama Pat took care of me, and I can't thank them enough for all their hospitality. And they're the ones that hooked me up with staying at that mansion across the street, right, for them. and where I got to stay there for a month, and most of it all by myself too, in such a beautiful home. They have a beautiful home too. The views, the birds, everything. I can't thank them enough. Also, Ty Wad, the owner of Nacho Bar down there, his partner Chris Keen, the Keener. Thanks to those guys for taking care of me at Nacho Bar and for the rum that they sent me home with. Also, Ty set me up so many things. He got me the battery power backup. He got me my first accommodations, and so much more as well. So I'm always thankful to that fella. And last but not least, Greg and Melissa from the Hip Bar, who really did take care of me. Love that they sponsored the show. They let me do this shenanigans live there, and I really am grateful for everybody that was down there. The locals, so many great Nicaraguans, and so many great expats as well. So I'll miss you guys. I'll be back in like 6.5, 7 months. And I really do love it there, and I can't wait to get back and see you guys. All right, Sarge is coming up any minute. We've also got breaking news with Chris Cram. Everything from F1, NASCAR, Indy, plus Chris's own racing team is coming up this weekend. Can't wait to talk to that guy. He is the most talented, knowledgeable guy that I personally know about racing in general. So we'll get you caught up from the weekend. There's some big stuff that happened as well. All right, got the thank yous out of the way, got the videos out of the way from that people took the time to send in. I wish me mom was here. Oh, there she is, right on cue. God bless her. Listen, folks, you've been waiting for this for a long time. I've been waiting for this for a long time. Kind of schmamboozled her on the show because she was supposed to do it and say thank you to the girl that saved my life last week, Nat. Me mom had some technical difficulties. We got her all set up this week. Folks, she's there. Hopefully we can hear her. Without further ado, it's me mom, a.k.a. Sarge. Hi, Mom. How are you?
Hello.
Yes.
Here I am at last, everybody.
Yes. At last. Well, listen, Mom.
My first and last appearance on this show.
Never ever say last, because you never know.
Yes, I am.
Well, Mom, thanks for doing this. I really do love you. Who would have thought we'd be here talking on episode 201 after the way it started in your basement 200 episodes ago?
Yes. And I'd like to put the record straight for all you listeners. Greg was not raised in a foul-mouthed family. We do not swear in this family. Where he got that motor mouth from, I don't know.
Working with and growing up with a bunch of hooligans in the real life, Mom, it certainly wasn't from
no
you.
need for foul language.
I know, it's terrible, isn't it, Mom? It's
right
bloody
now.
horrible.
It is.
I do have to say, I did hear you say asshole on the weekend, Mama, and I was quite shocked.
Thank you very much.
Folks, I swear to God, it's the first time I heard her swear. And who did you call? I can't remember. You called somebody an asshole. Who? Oh, the squirrels.
Squirrels.
Yeah, for everybody, most people do know. For the new ones out there, me mom has a hatred on for the squirrels because she loves to see and feed the birds, and the squirrels come and take over. And for years now, old Sarge gets rather upset with the squirrels, and they upset her so much she actually called them assholes on the weekend, and I damn near lost it. I wish I would have had my phone recording. But Mom, I have to say in front of everybody listening to, I am so sorry for all the swear words. Trying to get better, if you will.
Yeah, I've been listening. Correct.
Well, see, that's the best part is you still listen even though you hate my show and hate my swearing.
This is the last time.
Listen, so let's go back to the first show for a second. I see Pops in the background there. Hi, Pops. Thanks for joining. Remember, you came down about halfway through the show and literally wanted to strangle me because I was dropping so many F-bombs and you were right above where I was doing the show. Well, thanks for not strangling me or kicking me out after that, because here we are 200 episodes later. Listen,
201.
201 now. Yeah. Are you proud of me, Mom? I got to ask that because, listen, I've interviewed amazing guests from around the world, musicians, athletes, and so on and so forth. Part of the Dean Blundell Network. We've done this show from 2 provinces, 8 states, 3 different countries. What say you?
Yeah, you have to go to England.
Well, I'd love to do the show from England coming up one of these days. Won't be this summer, but
no,
you never know. I'd love to definitely get over there and do it. But listen, the swearing aside and stuff, you do watch from time to time. I see you pop on there. Not for long,
because I'm scrolling through Facebook and you pop up. I have no choice.
Oh, well, listen, one of the favorite parts of this show for everybody out there is when and I'm not making fun of you or mocking you, Mom, but I do get the accent going and stuff and pretend like I'm having a conversation with you. Do you get a kick out of that when you tune in, or does that drive you nuts?
No.
Gregory Scott, I can't stand it when you do that. It's like you're making fun of me. I'm really not, Mom.
Don't start me laughing because I can't stop. Oh, by the way, we nearly got poisoned this morning.
Oh, I forgot to load in the picture, Mom. I was going to show it because I did take a picture. But folks, my dad makes this horrid, wretched looking green concoction. My mom thinks Dad's trying to kill her. So I tried one this morning in order to, Mom, I'll go first, okay? And then you can go. I took a, Mom's like, what if there's arsenic in it? I said, well, the arsenic's going to taste better than the concoction that he just made.
It left a funny aftertaste, and Greg said, I think arsenic tastes better than this. And that sets off. Yeah,
well, Mom, she went on a 10-minute laughing spree. I thought I might have to get the defibrillator. Never mind. You know what I mean. God damn it. Some of these words.
Defibrillator.
There was a couple of words today. I was reading some scripts and I just gave up on them because I couldn't say them.
He was never in school for the English class.
No. At least I wasn't the worst at going to school and stuff, Mom. You were proud of me. I did graduate high school, which you never thought would happen.
Did?
So that's a step up, isn't it? Listen, Mom, I get asked this a lot. As you know, I travel and I'm gone all the time and stuff. Does it worry you? Do you get all upset?
Pardon?
See, Mom, she's a jokester. She is. But it does worry you and stuff. But listen, I got it from you. You were a world traveler when you were younger and stuff. But does it drive you nuts, all the craziness and the madness that I get up to while I'm away? And do you have sleepless nights? People want to know.
No, I don't have sleepless nights.
Good.
No, I'm used to it. What's the point? I did my worrying 12 years ago.
Well, listen, I was nervous having you on here because I didn't know if you were going to come on here and
I was coming on for 2 minutes. Hi and goodbye.
I know we were.
Here I am.
Well, it was my goal to keep you on here as long as possible because people loves you. Is there any parting words you'd like to say before you go to the fans out there of yours, Mom? Sarge? How much, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much does me calling you Sarge bother you too?
No comment.
That means it's about an 8.5.
Can I just jump in?
Glassy Mom.
Sorry, I'm Glassy. I'm the producer. I kind of try to keep his train on the tracks, if you will. I do my best.
Good luck with that.
Right? Thank you. So I have a video I want to throw out there, and I want you to get a take. Because in the last year, we've gone from Glenn Howard, we've had Arlie Peace on, we've had a lot of big names on the show, right, on the podcast. And I want to get your take from where Bondzee started versus where he is now. Would you give me an honest take on this?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to play the video here. Check this out.
Hey, everybody.
My goodness. Oh, I hate it.
All right, well, let's do this.
This is where we started.
I'm not quite sure what I got myself into.
Greg hates me now.
I tried to hook up with a buddy who's doing a live radio show right now.
We understand. And now look at me, Mom.
So your take from where he started to where he is now.
Yes, he's done very well. I just thought it was a joke when he first started with Chucky that someone stole from our Halloween display. Someone did steal Chucky,
those bastards, eh, Mom? Call them assholes. Can you please call them assholes for everybody on the show?
I will certainly not swear.
The Chucky doll.
Somebody did steal Chucky, the blue shirt back there.
He's entertaining somebody somewhere, probably Mac students.
Nowhere near as good as I entertained with him, eh, Mom?
No.
Oh, that's awesome. And I'm thankful that you're finally on. I know everybody's been waiting to see you, and you must think that Bondzee or Greg, what would you describe him as? A free spirit or a
foul-mouthed alcoholic maniac?
Well, foul-mouthed. Okay, I'll give her that. You can get.
No, you can't put it on air what I think of him.
Fair enough.
I love you, Mom. Listen, I know you were terrified to do this, and this irks you, but listen, I can't wait to come up and see you after the show. We'll have some tea and crumpets.
Oh no, you know what? Oh, I'm starting my diet tomorrow. I'm not having this. I'm not having that. He brought the cookie tin in. He ate all my good cookies with chocolate caramel in the middle, and he plonked it beside me. Hide these because I got no willpower. And I said, "And you do think I have? I don't need them." So I've hidden them now, so neither of us can have them because I'll forget where I put them.
Well, this I know for sure. You have memory has never been one of your best things, Mom, because I remember you used to take the controllers and the cords for the computer games back in the day, and she'd hide them, everybody, and it would take her at least 3 or 4 days. Oh, Gregory, you would totally forget. I was going to make fun of you, so not make fun of you, but listen, I have to ask before I go. How come you had 2 more kids after me, Mom, when you made the best first?
I didn't want any, actually.
You really
I did
done
not
messed
want
up there,
any
Mom.
children. Boy, if I could put the clock back, never mind.
You would definitely stop after 1 with me. I know this for sure.
No, I would have stopped at 0 if I'd have had sense.
You'd still be in the pubs partying with your friends if you stopped, or if you never had me.
Oh yeah.
Listen, love you, Mom. Everybody loves you out here. The people are glowing, lighting up in the comments. She said, "Oh, Wade, our resident hooligan on here, says, put a lock on the basement door, please, Mrs. Bond."
Yeah, we did once. Do you know what? I'll tell you a story.
Oh, here we go.
Him and his brother Ryan are a year and 7 months apart. Big mistake, but never mind. We can't go there. They went up for their afternoon nap, so I thought, I'll go in the basement and do laundry. Well, what do? They locked me in the basement. They were both in diapers. They locked me in the basement and went outside, and I'm putting messages, and they went to the neighbor. I had to write messages on the window for the neighbor to keep them for the afternoon, and I had a wonderful afternoon. And she had to put up with them too.
Kind of bittersweet for you, wasn't it, Mom? You wanted to strangle us, but at the same time, you should have been thanking our asses because you got some peace and quiet from 2 hooligans.
So I was in the basement until my hubby came home. So all locks are off, all doors except the outside ones. Yeah. I could tell you some stories, but
see, that's why you got to come back on, Mom, because you got so many great stories. You're animated. People love you. I gotta ask you. Can we just please get this for the elephant out of the room? And for the record, can you just tell everybody I'm your favorite son, please?
Nope.
All right, Mom, I won't keep you anymore.
Like
that is total cheap parlor tricks.
Yes.
Well, I tried.
You can't do that.
If you knew the other 2 maniacs that she birthed, I mean, easily the golden child, bud. Easily.
I have a maniac of my own brother. Like, no, go ahead, Miss Bond.
Yeah, if my mom could turn back time, she'd stop after me, but she won't say it on air, but it's true.
Please come back.
Just nod once if it's true, Mom.
Yeah, I'll come back and tell you my travel stories, but I don't think so.
Tell us your traveling
every
stories
time
with
we
Greg.
go away, something happens.
Every time, yeah.
Every
From
time.
when we were kids,
we travel with
even
my
now.
sister who lives in England, and the 3 of us. Yeah, we have some wonderful tales. But if nothing happened, you'd have nothing to talk about.
That's right.
And lost our tour group in Israel.
You've been chased by Bahamian police when you were getting your hair braided. Remember that, Sarge?
Oh yes, in
causing
the
a ruckus in the Bahamas. You were.
Yeah.
I got
Greg shot in Spain, chased in Turkey.
See, everybody, you wonder where I get it from. Now you know. Now you know. Lachlan is going to have to watch this segment because it answers a lot of questions.
This is amazing.
No.
No. Somebody wants to know where in England you're from, Mom.
Bristol.
There you go.
Bristol.
Southwest Coast, 12 miles from Bath.
Yeah, love Bristol. Listen, Mom, everybody loves you. I love you. Glassy loves you. Can't
100%.
thank you enough for doing
Nice
this.
to meet you, by the way. You didn't
Nice to meet you
introduce
too.
us. Yeah.
I try to keep your son on the tracks, just so you
Oh,
know I do, but
yeah.
it doesn't go very well.
You can watch
No,
this
no,
back,
it
Mom, for
won't
2
work.
reasons. A, I did introduce you, and B,
Oh,
I
did
never
you?
swore during the whole time I interviewed
Yeah,
you,
well,
Mom.
you keep it up, sunshine.
Oh, Johnny Gregory, I'm so very proud of you. You're the best, Mom,
Oh,
and you
dear.
look fabulous, by the way.
Oh,
You really
thank
do.
you. I was waiting for the hair and makeup people, but nobody showed up.
I know. Listen, they're on holiday.
Terrible.
It's Holy Week, so they're
Yeah.
Bus is
busy
still in
week, so we couldn't
Arizona.
get them in. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the best,
Cheap
Mom.
show.
I really can't thank you enough for doing this. Love you.
Much love.
Okay. Bye, you all.
Bye. Bye, Mom.
Bye.
She's a pisser, everybody. That's me, Mom. Can't believe I finally got her on. She said, Gregory Scott, I only want to be on there for like 2 or 3 minutes, all right? I said, all right, Mom, no problem. I had my fingers crossed behind my back because I knew once you get her going, she's gold. Like, she's absolute gold. I'm going to talk her into doing a once a month segment because I'm going to be gone for the next 6 months. She's going to miss me like crazy. So instead of FaceTime, we can just do once a month with Bondzee Live. We'll still do FaceTime, but she can come on once a month and have great times with her son Bondzee. That was awesome, folks. I hope it was everything you wanted. I know I had a FaceTime with my boy Ryan Lindley from the Dean Blundell Network, Sheeple Shepherd podcast on the Dean Blundell Network and show. And his wife Ashley was on there too, and my mom came in over my shoulder, and they were just blown away by my mom. She was making them laugh. Ashley damn near wants to be adopted by her. My mom never had a daughter, so Ashley's sliding right in there. I think they're coming down for dinner because they want Dad's Hawaiian pulled pork or pork fucking Hawaiian dishy thing he makes. I did get through the whole interview without saying the F word in front of me, Mom. So I'm really proud of that. I'm really proud of my mom for doing this too. God bless her. All right. Moving on, without further ado, this boy's been waiting.
Just so you know that your mom is still watching.
Oh,
in the background.
Well, she's used to it by now. She did turn her camera off, though. Good for her. I'm so proud of her. Folks, we missed him on Friday because I took it off, and I didn't want to wait until a whole nother Friday and go 2 weeks without my boy Chris Cram because a lot's going on. I want to make sure we keep up with what's going on in the racing world. So without further ado, please welcome Chris Cram, everybody, for breaking news on Trippin With Bondzee. How are you, bro?
Good, brother.
Awesome. What'd you think of me, Mom?
Awesome. That was wild. Firstly, I think
Bro, you're breaking up. I'm sorry. Can you? Yeah, there we go. Bounce back out and back in, and we'll see if we can fix that. Breaking news with Chris Cram coming up, everybody. He'll be right back. I was, maybe it's just me, or was it Glassy? Was he cutting off, or was it just me? Yeah, I was okay. He'll be back any second. I can see his lovely face in the background. Let's try this again. Chris Cram, how are you, bro?
Good, buddy. How are you? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Love the backdrop. It looks fantastic. Let's get right into it. So thanks again for doing this. I know I missed you on Friday, but let's start with F1. Australian Grand Prix. It's been a while since they've been there, correct?
It has. 3 years, in fact. That was the place that everybody was at, really, when COVID broke. So, I mean, all the teams that year were at the race. They were ready to run. It was Thursday. They're going into Friday, and that's when the COVID hammer kind of dropped. So all those teams really went home from there and didn't race for almost a year. So
crazy.
Need to come home, I guess, for a lot of the teams, right?
Yeah, and it's a beautiful spot. I mean, Australia itself is awesome. The track's awesome. It's an old school track. Dude, Ferrari, what?
Yeah,
like they sucked they were amazing. Then they sucked, and now they're back on top and they're looking amazing. Leclerc, the car. Talk to me. What's going on here? Where did this all come from?
Absolutely. Dominant performance this weekend, right? I mean, got the fastest lap of the race. The whole thing, like they just put it all together. It was really, really impressive to watch them in practice. They were best over the long run. They were better on tires. It's just the Ferraris just doing things really easily. You know, it's not all roses and daffodils, though. I mean, Leclerc's teammate, Sainz, had a terrible qualifying, like 9th, and then crashed trying to come through the field. So, you know, at least, you know, Charles is out there punching, you know, and they're doing well. I mean, compared to Red Bull, they're showing off pretty well.
So let's sort of bounce from Ferrari to Red Bull. I didn't see Ferrari being number 1, Red Bull being 2, Mercedes sort of 3. Mercedes and Red Bull are struggling, bro. Verstappen, 2 out of 3 races, engine blows up. What's going on there, and how can it go from so good to so bad so quickly?
Yeah, it can't happen, and that's the deal. Right? I mean, if you're going to win these races, you're going to win these championships, you got to put this all together, and it's all about everybody, right? It's not just the driver, it's the engineer, it's the mechanic, it's the technician, it's the fluid technician. There's so many moving parts to these cars, right? These are literally prototype vehicles that are held together by you know, very expensive string. You know, they're one of a kind. There's no other one, right? And that's why it makes these things so special. It also makes them so delicate, like Red Bull. You know, able to even finish now, right?
Yeah.
But, you know, not all bad. The Red Bull was fast. It was the second fastest car that is her. You know, Max was running comfortably in second, but, you know, to your point, Bondzee, you got to finish, right? Not going to get any points.
You got to finish the race to get points,
finish,
dude.
Man.
And when you're 2 out of 3 races, it hurts Max Verstappen personally wise in the race for the championship, but it also hurts the team when you're not getting the constructor points. Great race by his teammate and finishes on the podium, but can Red Bull figure this out and get their engine in tune in the next coming race? Like, we're heading to Italy. It's Ferrari's home court. Their cars are looking amazing. They must be stoked to be going to Italy with the position they're in right now.
Oh, as a betting man, you've got to be putting down some money on Ferrari in Imola in 2 weeks, because I mean, this is you know, the Tifosi, the original sort of Formula One fan team, right? Ferrari has always been Ferrari, right? It's a step above the rest. And man, to go into Italy riding high on a couple wins, you know, the red colors, I don't know how
it's
Red Bull
be
does
insane
it in the car.
there, eh?
The car is just better. Like, it's just better right now. And that's really what's awesome about it, is that they are above the track right now.
Answer me this, Chris, if you will. How does, with what's going on now, and we see this huge jump between Red Bull and Mercedes last year were untouchable. Well, the past few years, quite frankly. And then all of a sudden, everything is kind of leapfrogged. So how did Lewis Hamilton dominate for so long when you have these kind of variants and stuff going on in F1 racing? Is that something to behold and show how dominant Lewis was, or was there just sort of a status quo for a while where nothing changed? Because, you know, I'm sort of new to this F1 thing, or really like as a new, like getting into it. Can you explain that?
Back to the whole, like, it's a team sport thing, right? This is not just about Lewis. It's not just about Max. It's about the 1,000 people behind in the factory building this prototype vehicle, right? Getting it there, getting it fired up, getting it into the right areas, all the computer systems and all the different engineers go into there. You know, he comes from, you know, here's Lewis. He comes from, you know, winning everything under the last for 7 years, and here he is now. Like, come on, like, you can't keep a good. And look at these guys, right? These guys are nowhere in the first couple races, and here last race, 3rd and 4th, George Russell up on the podium, like the young guy, like, and comfortably the whole race in front of Lewis. So there was never going to be team order of, hey, George, Lewis is faster than you, get over, so the world champ can take the points, right? Because that, I think, maybe last year that would have been the call, but George stayed out in front, brought home the car. Got to give it to them, man. Those guys are getting on that car. I think they're figuring it out.
They were just on a street course, I believe, in Long Beach, California this past weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. IndyCar doing the work down in LA. Pretty awesome show, man. Holy cow!
It looked like a cool
watching
course.
These guys do things. It is so great. I mean, think Toronto, right? You think Indy. We've had the chance to stand down there, up next to that wall. Car. That's a work. So nose to tail 3 of them into the last parts of the race, ripping it up like pretty darn.
Yeah.
Just.
It's pretty scary. It's crazy to watch him rip around at such tight quarters and stuff on these street courses. The young guy, the American Colton Herta, dominated most of the weekend, and then when it came to race time, didn't do so well, did he, Chris?
Yeah, kind of sent it into the wall a bit. Yeah. So, Colton just got a bit, he's a young guy, right? He's starting out,
A little too aggressive.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's got when you championships and when you look at the greats, those people that exhibit patience and they really go for and that.
Yeah.
That's the thing, right? When to go for it and when not. So Colton will come back better, though. He's really the top guy in U.S. motorsports right now. I can't wait to see him in a Formula One car. When sport enter Formula One, it's a couple years away now, but Colton raced in Europe. Colton was as fast, if not faster, than some of these kids are winning in Formula One right now. So that's going to be really cool to see that kid over there competing with Charles Leclerc, with Max, with these guys.
And Positive Mike brings up a great thing here. We're going to talk about this. Grosjean had a great finish in the Andretti car. There was 3 of them. Newgarden, Paulo, and Grosjean were battling. And you were saying, I missed the NASCAR or the Indy race, sorry. But you were saying it was a pretty exciting finish. Tell us about that and how it finished.
Yeah, well, it really came down to a little bit of a strategy call too on the last pit. You're always trying to. It's hard to pass at these types of places, right? In narrow areas. So when there's a reason to pit the car to put new tires on, fill up with gas, these are opportunities where you can really make an e-pass, right? If you kind of go a second faster than the other guy for a lap, come into your pit, you pass him in the pit lane, and you haven't had to do that on the track. So this is strategy, performance cars and really where the teams game, into the engineering side. Okay, we're coming in now, and you're going to push now. Like that. That's where the team sport of motorsports is in there, and it was awesome to watch those guys do back and forth like that. But yeah, come on. What a finish! I mean, this guy was on fire, literally on fire in a Formula One car, right?
Like 2 years ago.
2 years ago, man. He still has, bears the scars and the demons. You've heard the interviews, you've seen the details, you've seen the footage. It was gruesome. It really was. And here he is back, better than ever. He lands in IndyCar, and he is competing for wins. Like, this is good. This is the vindication, I think, that Romain really is in his career.
Now, I got in trouble for not pronouncing his name right. Positive Mike, you can go suck it, because I read daily for a living, and I get in trouble for not pronouncing names, and I have to look them up all day. Pardon me for not getting this one right. Rojan, whatever. Listen, I'm happy he's alive. He's lucky to be alive. As a racer yourself, Chris, what's it like for him in his brain? Like, it seems like he's not even affected by almost dying. Like he literally was like less than 30 seconds from death and burning alive. Does he drive with a different sort of attitude or a bit of a fear now, or not really? You got to let that go.
No. I think he's really I think it's a testament to the mind of a race car, somebody who do the thing that it does. Somebody who would get, this thing, right? Here's the guy who went through a life or death experience, and of course, this is a guy who smashed 8,000 race cars into walls, come back better. So I think really he goes through this stronger. He's racing with a really good equipment now and a really competitive series. He's legit, and he's back, and he's doing this. Really.
Sorry, my mic is muted. Listen, I we'll skip NASCAR. We'll save it until Friday. Your connection isn't the best, but I wanted to ask you about. You've got a big personal race coming up this weekend. You and your team at the infamous Mosport Park, just outside of Toronto. You must be pretty excited for that, eh? First race of the year.
Yeah, first race of the year in our in the LRC championships here in Canada. 5 races, a couple at Mosport, a couple at Calbogie, one at Shannonville. So we're going to be racing our club Nissan 350Z. We've got a Porsche 944 as well. We're going to have competing this year. So 2 cars, big team, good bunch of people. Had the opportunity to drive with a lot of these guys, but man, I don't know. You seen the weather forecast for this weekend?
Well, it looks freezing cold, dude, and that's what I was going to ask you. And we were talking about this earlier. Sure, there's a lot of heat that comes off those engines in a 944 Porsche and the Nissan 350Z, but there's no windows on those cars. And that wind chill, does that affect you guys as drivers? Does it affect the performance of the car? How do we make this happen? What goes on?
It does. It affects the performance of the driver. Just to stay warm. I mean, simply, right? It all becomes a challenge sometimes for visibility, because you've got this really hot car with no insulation in it, ripping through really cold air, obviously causing all the we don't have a defrost. Well, I think we actually need to put a defrost in. Let me put that down that we need to do that this week, because I mean, what if the windshield up while you're 10 down?
Yeah, like these cars can really get going at some clicks. Really 210 kilometers an hour is the top speed, or give or take, right?
Same, but like there's lots of cars out there that go faster, but these are a GT sports car that aren't these aren't supercars. These are production cars that are tuned. So our has a stock motor with some shiny up of it to make it tick a little bit better. But sky's the limit with what you can do. It's just a matter of budget, right?
Yeah. How's the R Club looking? Was the winter good? Did we make some modifications on the car? Do we stand a chance at championship this summer, or where are we at?
Team boss just called me tonight. We are going through some of the details, some of the stuff we got to get done this week. Got a couple new systems in the car. A new video capture system called Sentinel. Has cameras on the top of the car, behind us, and then in-car driver. We can stitch them all together, do the directly from there, which is pretty rad. We've got a couple modifications done. We've got a thump system. We've got new oil system, some other things going on. So, these are endurance races. We need to build a car that finishes, just like Red Bull, right?
Yeah.
You got to build it to finish. So most of our mods and most of the work we're doing is to make this thing hardy, to be able to last the 8 and 16-hour races that we do in this. So it's exciting, man. It really, 2 hours straight in the car.
That's crazy.
4 degrees, raining,
ripping around. Yeah. So do we wear extra layers, gloves, or does that impede your driving, or what do we do here?
Well, so you got to be careful, right? Because everything's got to be fire protected, right? You can't wear anything in that car that isn't fire retardant. It's a bad situation for you, right? So everything you're wearing is Nomex. So you've got a Nomex base layer, like long johns kind of deal, socks, and then it's a fire suit on top of that. So I actually have. Being the Canadian boy I am, I actually have kind of a winter racing suit, which has come in handy. I first got it in the summertime and almost killed me in the car the first time. Like it was like 30 degrees and I almost died in that thing. It's so heavy, it's so thick.
Sounds like a good weight loss program, though.
This weekend, though, I think I want
not
thing.
So much, but in the summer.
Get all cozy. Yeah, in the summer, no thanks. Yeah, I'll leave that one on the shelf.
Listen, man, it's been great catching up with you. It's breaking news with Chris Cram. I wish you and the team nothing but the best of luck this weekend. F1 is 2 weeks away in Italy. That's going to be awesome. And we'll get into some NASCAR and stuff as well on Friday. I would come down this weekend, but it's Easter for one, and it sounds like it's going to be too fucking cold for me.
Yeah, it's going to be too cold. You don't want to be out there. Oh, fuck. Ugh, no, I'm with you, man. You and I just came from the same place. Like, don't worry, I know.
Yeah, right. Yeah, for sure. And we can't wait to go back to that place. We got a bunch of boys watching from down there. We got Tywad, we got Gregory's watching, Mr. Dean. Miss them all for sure. Listen, this has been awesome. I'm loving this new segment. The people are loving it, except the girls. I saw a couple of girls bounce out, but can't please them all, can you, mister? Every segment. We had Sarge on for the ladies, and now we got the racing for the fellas.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, you're a good man, Chris. Thanks so much for taking the time to join us again. It's breaking news with Chris Cram, everybody. Go check him out at Cramman on Instagram. Not a big Twitter guy. We'll get you there, but listen again, be safe out there racing this weekend, and happy Easter to you, bro. And we'll see you Friday. We'll get you Friday for a bit, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be live from the racetrack that day. There you go.
Amazing. All right, let's do it.
We'll see you
Okay,
soon,
thanks,
Bondzee.
man. Take care.
guys.
Peace. Chris Cram, everybody. That's breaking news with my boy Chris Cram. Every Friday, usually, we had an extra segment tonight because we took some time off last week. But really love that guy, and it's cool to see all the race heads out there in the comments, especially Mr. Positive Mike there. He sounds like he's a big race buff, and he's even down with the proper pronunciation of the names he is. Really proud of you, bud. Maybe you need to get a fucking job. Just kidding. Where are we at? Okay, Glassy. I know Glassy wants to get out of here. He's got to go see his dad in the hospital tonight. Couple things real quick. How about is there anybody cooler out there than John Daly? Listen, Augusta, it was Masters this weekend. One of my favorite times of the year. No, it is my favorite time of the year. It trumps Christmas. It trumps my birthday. It trumps everything. Maybe my kids' birthdays are more important to me, but the Masters is right up there. This boy knows how to do it. Instead of going and partying at the Augusta, right at the Masters, John Daly's smart. He just goes to the local Hooters, set up his tent, his bus, started peddling his wares, and hung out with Hooter girls all weekend long. Can't think of a worse way to spend the weekend, to be quite honest. Watching the Masters with Hooters girls, peddling his wares. The only difference between John and I is I sold a bunch of T-shirts this weekend and peddled my wares, but I did it sitting on the couch watching the Masters with Sarge.
You know, he's not doing it wrong, though, right?
He's not doing it wrong at all.
No.
But listen, I wouldn't change it for the world. This is the most, and it's a true story. I meant to ask my mom about this. We're going to have to get her back on. I have never, ever in my life. Can we take that picture down? Or is it just stuck on my screen? Thanks.
No,
I have never, ever seen my mom watch more golf and be into the Masters ever. And here's the funniest thing. She used to fucking hate Tiger Woods.
She's tolerating you because now you're home.
Now, it's not just about me. It's about Tiger, too. She likes Tiger. She's come around. She's done a full 180. She feels not sorry for him, but she feels bad. He has atoned himself. Is that the right word? For his sins, you know. He did go to rehab. He paid his penance, if you will. And it was amazing to watch my mom root for Tiger Woods this weekend after the hatred I've listened to her spew forever and ever.
I do think it was painful until Saturday. When Saturday happened, it was like, oh no.
Listen, he was in it. Thursday, Friday. It was so amazing to watch him compete. Saturday, the fact that weather, that played a huge factor, not just for Tiger, but for a lot of guys. But when you've got a crippling leg injury, this is your first time back, and you've got to endure that cold, it's definitely going to wreak havoc on it. And it did. His worst score ever in Masters history, I believe, in the 23 years that he's been playing. Listen, the fact that he finished, it was a blessing for all of us as golf fans, as Tiger fan. I don't care if you like him or not. Listen, he even turned me mum around this weekend. So just the fact that happened is pretty awesome that we all got to watch Tiger, because listen, he was looking at, just over a year ago, he was looking at prosthetics, potential prosthetics.
They were going to take his leg.
Yeah, they were.
Imagine,
so the fact that we got to see him, dude, is amazing.
Dean brought that up on his pod. It's like, so you're all doctors standing over Tiger. It's like, yeah, we need to amputate his leg. And you're like, you do realize this is Tiger Woods, right?
Might want to rethink that statement, mister.
Right?
Glad he did, or they all did. And listen, it's a testament to his workout regimen, his perseverance, his mental toughness, dude. Got that from his old man. He instilled it in him, and it didn't only work for the golf course. It worked for all of his injuries, and especially this one where he almost lost his leg.
I am liking the marketing team that him and Charlie have become. I love that in upselling it, because
dude, that kid's going to be probably there's potential that he could be better than his dad.
If it all goes south, you can always be a fat guy at Hooters.
Can always be John Daly out there. Listen, that fat Santa Claus looking, beer swilling, cigarette smoking, Arkansas loving hillbilly is an amazing golfer, still has an amazing life, has won, I believe, 3 majors, including the British Open, the PGA Championship, and I can't remember the other one. Maybe there's only 2. But that British Open he won at St. Andrews was thrilling. I love John Daly. I'm a big fan, and boy, oh boy, did he have a great Masters weekend.
And I agree. You know, Wade brings up a good point here. Were there other golfers in the field? Every time I turn it on CBS,
here's the
shit on
simple answer.
CBS.
Here,
there was Canadians in the field that actually played decent ass rounds. And
listen, CBS ain't they. No offense to Corey Connors, no offense to the other golfers out there, but people watched and will watch and have watched and will continue to watch Tiger Woods play golf. You want to see him eating a sandwich. You want to see him struggling. You want to see him do well. You want to see him smile. People just are enamored by Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods sells and gets ratings. The other schlubs don't. So love him or hate him, that's the way it goes in the TV world, bro.
Right. Mike, Positive Mike's Brewing comments. I watched a half hour of Masters and almost fell asleep.
Oh,
why did you fall asleep?
Almost.
Was it because of the
but
endless coverage of
exciting.
Tiger?
He didn't fall asleep.
Even Saturday, I was kind of
not me, bro. I was glued to that. Even Sarge was glued to it. And so that was awesome. I really did get to spend some special time with my mom. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Mom hardly ever left the TV, and she watched almost every shot that Tiger Woods shot, and she was rooting for him, and that was awesome. So one of the greatest Masters weekends of my life, hands down, just to see Tiger out there. Congrats to Scheffler. That guy was rock solid the entire weekend.
He was.
Almost blew it, bro.
Yeah.
And
he's
TSN
now world number one, right? He's world number one?
World number one a couple of weeks ago.
Yep.
In the past 4 months, he's won 4 tournaments, went number one in the world, and just won the Masters. That's a pretty good 2022, if you ask me.
We did find some rare footage for those of you listening on Spotify and all the everywhere you can get your podcast downloads. We did find Tiger Woods telling us why he sucked this week.
This is awesome. I love it.
I was hitting too many putts.
Hold on, Tiger. You were what?
Hitting too many putts. Hitting too many putts.
No way.
Sure was.
It's like hitting too many putts. It's like
I love his laugh.
Like putting practice.
At least he knew,
1,000 putts out there today.
+7. There you go.
Awesome. God bless him. It was amazing to see him out there, and what a fun weekend. I got to watch it with my dad, my son, my mom. Congrats to Scheffler. And folks, for those of you who watched it, and especially the green jacket ceremony in Butler's cabin and outside, was there anyone more awkward than fucking Morikawa? Like, good Lord. He couldn't wait to get out of there fast enough. Like, it was kind of really awkward, and he should have shown a little more respect as far as I'm concerned. Anyways, moving on.
Mister.
Great weekend. Matthews, I got to give a shout out. I didn't put up any pictures or anything, but Austin Matthews, 50 goals, 50 games, not a big deal. In fact, I'm sorry, 51 goals in 50 games. You can shake your head and do whatever you want and roll your eyes. Austin Matthews is the shit. Broke Rick Vibe's record. And he's nowhere near done, by the way. I'm predicting 63 is my number. Awesome to see Matthews kick some ass and especially beat the Habs on the weekend. That's the sports wrap up on Bondzee.
And if you go to DeanBlundell.com, you can go in the merch store and believe, like Bondzee, that Austin Matthews is the greatest of all time.
I didn't say he was the greatest of all time. Those words never came out of my mouth, bro.
Loving Murphy.
Whoa.
He's the GOAT in Leafs Nation. Yes,
he is the GOAT in Leafs Nation. He's the best ever. He's the best ever Leaf to ever play the game. That's facts. The proof's in the pudding. No one has done this since Mario Lemieux, I think 26 years ago, bro. So it's a pretty big deal to watch somebody in the current NHL score 51 goals in 50 games because it hasn't happened in so long. The game's so much faster. The goalies are so much bigger and better. Like, it's just crazy. Shut up, Wade. It was not. Yeah, they're in 65 games, but it was actually
65 games.
Anyways, one other thing. Speaking of sports, before we just play some videos before we get out of here, we're right on time, Glassy. I'm digging this. Basketball. It's not my favorite thing in the entire world, but Toronto Raptors, I'm down with, especially, world champions. They won the championship a few years back. It was amazing to be a witness. And now they're back in the playoffs. And big boy here, I love Shaq, but, I might have to put my boxing gloves on and punch Shaq in the balls because it's about as high as I'll come. But
why was that, Bondzee? You were fired up when you messaged me.
Do you have the clip of him shooting his mouth off? Let's roll it, because how dare he sit here and shoot his mouth off? But And well, play it and then we'll continue on.
Philly's going to have a battle with Toronto in that first
I
round.
agree
man.
with you.
No way.
Yes. Have you seen the Raptors?
Have you
Toronto's
seen?
getting swept. Write it down.
Right down.
Toronto
Right
getting
down.
swept.
Okay. Philly's.
For somebody who's a broadcaster, could we get Shaq to pronunciate the words a little more?
He's not a broadcaster. He's a baseball player.
Listen,
TNT and ESPN and all these guys want to have. Granted, Joe Montana and they've done well in the NFL spectrum, but a lot of basketball players haven't done great.
It was funny because before that same broadcast ended,
$50 on McDavid before Matthews any day.
Big boy Shaq recanted on those words. Roll it.
Oh, hold on. I got to start it here. I didn't know where you were going.
Pay attention, bro.
I'm trying to. Here.
Really worried about my Sixers.
Ernie, did you put my sticker on the board yet?
Not yet.
Good, don't.
Oh, okay.
What you say?
Rescind it. Rescind it.
Which what?
Toronto was swept.
Yeah.
Rescind it. Rescind it. Strike that from the tape.
All right.
Strike that
it
from
never
the tape.
happened.
Yeah.
Last.
Funny how he rescinded on his words. He must
Interesting.
have caught word that old Bondzee was pissed.
There it is. Yeah.
Kel B says Shaq will place his hand on your face and just palm you away. Yes, literally. And he could palm me from here
Like
all the way
worse
to
than a
Toronto.
Will Smith. Like worse than a Will Smith palm slap. Oh,
Right?
by the way, let's address the elephant in
I'm
the
not.
room.
Okay, let's address it super
can
quick. It's
clip
got 5
this.
seconds of my time. I was wrong. Lachlan Cross, Dean Blundell, and the
But,
rest,
okay.
and Ryan Lindley were right. I was wrong.
I don't think
End of
you were
story.
wrong, is where I'm going, because your original bet, yes or no, was that he'd have his Oscar rescinded.
I said either or. I didn't think either or would happen.
You believed
so,
it was a fake. Yes, we didn't understand that, but you said if he gets.
but
his,
I'm partly wrong, partly right. He'll never have his Oscar taken
I
away.
guess.
10 years. Real quick, because people are so sick and tired of this, and I'm
I know,
sick and
so am
tired of
I.
it.
Yep.
But listen, 10 years is a little fucking harsh for some hoity-toity bullshit Hollywood elite fucks sitting there, praising each other. I mean, these are the same assholes that stood up and clapped for him, and now he's not
While
allowed
you
back.
spent
They also
$100
stood up and clapped for Roman Polanski at those same awards
while you
back in the
spent
day,
$100
too.
million at the ticket office to fund their movies.
Fuck, Will Smith's probably going, thank Christ I don't have to show up at that shit for 10 more years. Like, honestly. Anyways, and before I move on from that, can he please just divorce that bitch of a wife already? Like, how much more does that guy have to endure?
Emasculated him?
I did, yeah. And he was standing right there and gave her shit, and she still condescended him and was like, she must have one magical pussy, bro. Like, holy shit. I don't know. I can't understand it why he's still there with her. But anyways, Hollywood is a joke. DaCosta says I couldn't agree more. But listen, the best thing that'll ever happen to Will Smith is beyond getting booted from the Masters for 10 years or Oscars is the next thing to go and be booted is that bitch out of his crib. So adios. And
Hopefully.
It's got to be coming. It's
Yes.
got to be, right?
Thank you, Kel.
Okay.
And moving on.
Moving on. We got some banger videos tonight. Where should we start, Glassy, before we get out of here?
Well, if you thought you had a great job Monday to Friday stacking things, imagine being this guy and having the coordination that he did.
Well, this reminds me of how they do it in Nicaragua. They put a couple videos of chucking things. This guy is impressive. He's got it down pat.
That is a pro, man.
Right? And let it go. There's one more. Like, this is amazing. All the way back there. Boom.
Yeah.
Not a big deal.
Not a big deal.
That guy is a pure propane tank chucking mofo.
Propane,
if you will.
Propane tank chucking mofo.
All right. What do we got next, bro?
We have, if you're golfing, sticking with sports.
So listen, yes, before you play this video, I have almost been in a situation like this. Thank God the tornado was excuse me, I almost threw up in my mouth. The tornado was a little further away. This one wasn't for this guy at a golf course, and how he had the cojones to stand there and film this. And he sounds rather animated and excited to be in the middle of a hurricane. Watch this.
Falling down.
That's nuts. That's
like,
nuts.
dude, the building was being ripped off around him, and the roof was gone. You could see the twister right behind him, or in front of him. Sorry, in the foreground there. That was pretty intense. Listen, I'm all about getting some good content and stuff, but I'm not quite sure I would have had the colonies to stick around for filming that one. Would you?
No, not me. No, I'm out.
Dubinator says he's excited to get blown this hard. Jesus, Dubinator with the harshness and the blowing.
What about? I'm not sure what this one was. Do you know this one? Oh, is this the? Oh, yes. Okay, here.
This is awesome.
We'll do it one more time. It's a midget jumping off the boardwalk.
Sorry, Mr. Small person. Can't use that word on my show.
Sorry.
Little Jimmy's not here. A small person goes running off. And now listen, for those people that cannot see this video, there's the TikToks. There's a ton of these out there. This one made me laugh, especially with the windows at the end. Glassy, roll it one more time for a laugh.
I will roll it one more time. He will run off the boardwalk and jump into the chicken pot.
It is timed absolutely perfectly.
Hey, how do you turn? You always get chats going, but you never turn them off. How do you do?
Oh, I don't know. But that one made me laugh yesterday when I came across that. It was pretty funny.
No, it was rich. We got a couple more here before we go. We started off the show with this one, and I just think it's amazing.
How this person is alive, dude, is beyond me. It is worth showing again because not everybody watches at the same time. This is the lucky son of a bitch. One of them I've ever met in my life. Watch this.
Like, look at that, man. That's
her head literally bounced at the most perfect time.
Sober up and buy a lottery ticket, you lucky son of a bitch.
I don't even know if she was wasted, though, was she? Because it looked like she just sort of lost her balance off the curb. I didn't
look like she tripped.
Wastedness, did you?
I don't know if she was wasted. It looked like she lost her footing.
Sure is lucky how her head just missed the first wheel and then literally bounced at the perfect time to miss getting crushed by the second wheel, the back wheel, if you will.
Exactly. Do you want to set this next one up?
So this would be something that my little nephew, who I got to spend the weekend with, this kid is shot out of a cannon. He's a kamikaze. This would be something he does. Watch this.
I think we've all seen this video.
Oh, look, man. Oh,
I got a pet.
That would be one of my stupid brothers back in the day running home to Sarge. Oh, look, man. I got a skunk as a pet.
Oh, man.
That's a motherfucking skunk.
Good luck, parents.
How does a kid not get sprayed to oblivion by the skunk, though?
I have no idea.
Really likes the little fella.
I have the best relationship with my neighbors next door, and they have 3 boys, and they're a whole lot of busyness, but they're unique in their own way, and that's amazing. Like, they would do that. They would bring the skunk home.
This is one of the greatest comments. Going back to the last one for a second, DaCosta said, "I'd like to sit beside her on a plane for life." No kidding, because she's got the biggest luck in the world. Like, holy cripes. Anyways, that was awesome watching that kid run home with a skunk. What do we got? Oh, listen, folks, people have been married a long time. You got to do things in life to spice it up and have some fun. But guys are really competitive, and so can the ladies be as well. This guy did not like losing to his wife. Watch this. Big distraction.
Shit talks
old man.
Watch.
I got it.
Look at his face.
It went.
Here. Ready?
This is great. Just watch his face the whole time, folks.
Oh! Did you see that?
You know.
I'm getting better, or you're getting worse. I don't know which one it is, but I got it.
He was just dumbfounded.
It went right in.
And you got to play it one more time. Watch how bad she wanted to chuck that whole box of balls in that guy's face because she was so thrilled. And she almost did.
Did you see that?
She should have.
Right, Kel? That is totally spicing up your marriage. That's what you do.
It went right in.
Right?
My ex and I, we used to play Tiger Woods golf and shit talk each other for hours while we played the PlayStation.
Yeah. I love that video.
Relationship.
That made me laugh. And listen, I bet she's so excited that she beat him. She probably even puts out a little more extra in bed that night. Just saying. Probably did.
Maybe. There you go. You want to see the last one up?
Yeah, dude, this is awesome.
It is.
I don't know how anybody on this entire planet gets the cojones to pull off something like this. This is a team effort. This guy's insane. You will never see me doing this. I don't care how many beers or rums I've had in my life. Watch this.
World's first 8 flip.
You probably will see Bondzee do this at once.
See, the difference between him and me is I could probably get that high if I was wasted and like really wasted on the rums like I was a few shows ago. But the difference is I would have ended up about a block over.
Were you wrecked during that show? I can't remember.
I might have been a little intoxicated towards the end of the show. Glassy. Just a little bit, okay? And fuck, I deserved it. I behaved myself the entire time down in Nicaragua. I was hurting. I'd never been in a motorbike accident. I was in a lot of pain and tried to drink it away. So suck it. I have no regrets. Dean can be pissed off all he wants. That's okay. You know.
And no, I'm not pissed off. I
didn't say you were. I said Dean can be. It's his network. He didn't appreciate me being super wasted, and
Dean's
that's okay.
The Godfather. Yeah, if you made a mess,
it's the silver fox, bud.
Yeah. So, how many platforms do we get kicked off of for that episode? Like maybe 3, 4.
Yeah, well, listen.
Let's end the videos on a highlight of a night. This is when you're sitting behind the batting cage, and this is one that I found. Mike knows this one.
This is a great video.
0-2. Swinging a foul right back into the screen to stay alive.
In the face.
And that is our first.
And he was like,
our first beer victim or beverage victim. That foul ball took off a drink that was on the stand side.
Listen to what he says here.
Base of the backstop, the concrete wall, and if it's a little too close to the netting, then it is in play.
Is there netting there at all? Like I thought that was mandatory.
No,
so it just you can't see the netting. It was just I got it now. I was like, okay, awesome. What? And by the way, who says 0-2?
Swinging a foul right back into the screen.
Boom.
Who says 0-2?
Yeah, it's such a stupid line, bud. It's not 0-2. Why would you add syllables? It's 0-2, you stupid asshole. Anyways.
2-zip. Even 2-zip. Go 2-zip.
I don't like the count. Oh, it's 0-2.
Yeah.
Speaking of 0-2 and Blue Jays, how about the Blue Jays this weekend? A great 2 out of 3 over the Texas Rangers. What a great comeback on opening night on Friday. That was amazing, by the way.
Didn't they lose it, though?
They lost on Sunday. They lost yesterday.
Oh,
they
I
won
thought
Friday.
they only
They won
lost
Saturday. Nope, they won. Came back and won.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you lived on the East Coast or paid attention more to sports, you'd know that. But listen, you're way out there.
If we didn't have
you cheer for Vancouver, bud. Okay, you don't have your own baseball team.
We're only 4 points out, or maybe we're 6 out now. I don't know. I haven't checked.
Talk to me when you make the playoffs, okay, bud?
Yeah.
Or if you have a 51 goal score, okay. Thank you.
Oh fuck.
I can't even see what's playing in the background there. It's my it's just too small.
I think it's the LeBron video.
Oh, you know what? Okay, I'll take 2 minutes. I know you got to get out of here. We're only 9 minutes past.
Oh, that's fine.
I am getting really, really, really sick and tired of LeBron James and his antics on and off the court. He's been an asshole this season. Oh, boo-hoo, I'm not playing so well. I won 4 championships and I got a super team together in Los Angeles and I still suck. Yeah, you do. And it's on LeBron. And if he didn't get injured and wasn't, such an asshole,
shut up, Dub.
He might have a better chance. It's just.
Yep.
Anyways, what I'm trying to say is LeBron's an asshole and he should be way better and way happier and way nicer to people on and off the court, whether he's playing or not playing. This is his teammate. He's not even playing. And watch how bad He disrespects this poor fella on the Lakers. Roll it.
Shit, man. Shit. Get out, man. Get out my chair.
Okay, fair enough. It's LeBron. That's a seat. But then you go down the line and you give some love to all the guys, and then you come back and this the guy that you just embarrassed and booted out of your seat in front of everybody. What kind of antics is that, and what kind of teammate is that? And he wonders why they're not making the playoffs because you're an asshole, LeBron.
No, and I was so glad that they weren't. Let's address. Hold on. Dub made a comment here about 2 minutes ago. Whatever happened to those Grizzlies, Glassy? And Dub, I will tell you, you can ask any sports broadcaster against or around the country, from James Duffy all the way in Toronto, all the way to anybody that broadcasts, Scotty Rintoul on the West Coast here. Okay. The Grizzlies failed because ownership didn't believe we were ready. We'd be a hot commodity right now. Vancouver can support an NBA franchise. Absolutely. Any day of the week. They should have done it. He's no Trevor Lynn. Jesus. Gloves. Oh, yeah. Gloves off. Yeah. I want to get you on a podcast here, sir, and debate you. I will call that.
All right. That's it. Listen, folks, we all know Matthews is better than anybody in the league right now, including Draisaitl, including McDavid, McJesus, and the rest. He's going to win the Hart. He's going to win the Rocket for the most goals. And the Leafs will go past the first round. You heard it here first on Trippin' with Bondzee. That's it. That's all, folks. Thanks for joining me. Dubinator says I'm down. Yeah, we might have him on one day. We'll talk some sports and whatever else. He seems 100%. To have a great sense of humor and is quick off.
Yes, ownership sucked. That's the problem with Vancouver as well, because they moved him off to, was it John McCaw? And then from there they went to Memphis. And Arthur Griffiths was a long-standing family in the Vancouver community. They'd owned the Canucks since 1971 when they first came into the NHL, and they got the Grizzlies. They built Rogers Arena, which was then known as General Motors Place. Bit off a little bit more than they could chew with the expansion. Delusional. Bit off a lot more than they could chew with the NBA expansion fee. Yeah. Yeah, I know, Dub. Love you too.
All right, guys, this has been a great show. Thanks, everybody. It's episode 201. We finally got Sarge on the show. God bless me, Mom. Can't thank her enough for coming on the show tonight. That was absolutely awesome. Hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did, because I've been trying and looking forward to having her on for so long. It took over 2 years, bud. But we finally did it.
Awesome.
Big shout out to Chris Cram. Breaking news, as always. Great segment. Love that guy. I love his knowledge of the car racing world. And it's not just F1 or NASCAR that he's dialed into. He's dialed into Indy. He's dialed into that Le Mans and all that crazy overnight racing shit. Plus, guy's a motherfucking race car driver himself and can kick it. He's going to Mosport this weekend. Folks, if you're into car racing, if you're in the Toronto area, go check it out this weekend. If you're down there, make sure you say hi to Chris Cram and hit me up if you're going to go and you're in the Ontario area. Maybe I'll go and join you. I'll bundle up because I'm still on Nicaraguan climate. But the weather's been pretty decent here.
Have you not acclimatized yet, eh?
It's cold here. The fact that I'm doing a show in the t-shirt down here in Sarge's basement is a big testament, because it's fucking freezing down here, bud. And I don't like the cold. I really don't. So anyways, Gwen says, great show. DaCosta says, JK Glassy. Thanks to everybody for watching. You guys have been great. Dubinator and everybody else that joined in tonight too. Wade, of course, and Kelly, Positive Mike. You guys are fantastic. We wouldn't be at 201 if it wasn't for you guys. So God bless you. Listen, Glassy, go see your dad. Tell him I said hello.
I will. Wade, I'm sure Bondzee wants to add to what I'm going to say. You and Doe love you guys, and I can't say that enough, and I can't do enough social media to help you guys.
Yeah, they're the best.
I know exactly what you're going through.
Positive vibes.
Yes, 100%.
For all y'all.
I want you guys to know that. Everybody, Wade and Doe Holloway, GoFundMe, help them out. Go check. Here, I'm going to post the link right now. One sec. There it is. There you go. So we'll tweet this after the show, but go help them. They're great people. They've contributed a lot. We jump on their podcasts. We're one big family here at DeanBlundell.com, and we support each other.
Totally.
Because it's all for the greater good. So.
Great show tonight, man. Thanks for doing this as always. Love you. Folks, the show's brought to you by.
Oh,
what do we got? What do we got first tonight? The Hip Bar, San Juan del Sur. But
are we doing the Hip?
Yeah, I think we. Oh no, actually we weren't. Well, let's do both. The Hip Bar, San Juan del Sur. Folks, even though I'm not there, you need to go to San Juan del Sur. I know Glassy's talking about going in November. We might put a trip together.
Yes.
Folks.
Team meeting.
Even over the summer, spring, if you need a getaway and you want to go to an awesome place where the food's cheap, the girls are hot, the food's cheap, like I said, and the booze is cheap. The best Caesars in town at the Hip Bar. Live music on the weekends, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but karaoke Thursdays, and then live music on the weekends. Listen, 3 TVs, all your sporting pleasures. It's an amazing place. Go check them out for sure.
I'm sorry.
And then
that's the photo.
Yeah, and then make sure you definitely go check out the other one. Sorry, I gotta get because I'm still new. Durham Custom Wood Decor.com. Go check it out. They can make you anything you want. They got amazing furniture that they'll make you. Also, if you want a sign, it doesn't matter your name. It doesn't have to be Elizabeth. They'll make other ones. It could say Glassy. It could say Fuckface. It can say whatever you want. If you're getting married and you want a new sign that says, "Welcome the Whaley family," they'll make you anything. If you got a girlfriend, you want to get a nice sign for her or whatever, you got a cottage. You might want some fancy new stuff at the cottage or your home. Make sure you go to www.durhamcustomwooddecor.com. Yeah, they're based out of Ontario, but they'll ship Canada-wide, and they got some amazing prices, and they have some amazing signs, too. Put up that one picture again at the bar in San Juan with all the signs. Folks, they can do anything. If you like anything on there, it's yours. If you want a custom sign any way you want, they'll do that, too. So make sure you go hit them up. And if you're in the San Juan area and you're watching, they'll do it down there for you. But they also got business partners back here in Ontario doing the same thing. So make sure you hit them up. They make great gifts for weddings, birthdays, anniversaries, you name it. Go check them out. It's DurhamCustomWoodDecor.com and the HipBar.com in San Juan del Sur. All right, peace and love.
Also, tonight's show brought to you by Scramble Clothing.
Thank you.
Get your fine attire, hoodies, t-shirts, sweatshirts, everything that you want. Scramble Clothing, www.scrambleclothing.com. And if you go to trippingwithbondzee.com, you might get some awesome t-shirts.
Dude.
So go do there. We're shipping them cheap.
We are shipping them cheap. I signed up with a really cool program today with Canada Post. Literally today alone, we sold 12 t-shirts. I brought home, I bought 76 of them. I brought home, I think I only had about 35 left. We're down to 17, folks. So, listen, this is just the first run. Get in on this one because the quality of these shirts are amazing. They really did a great job with the print. The fabric is super soft. I love them. Yep. Everybody loves them. So those will be shipping out this week for everybody that put in their orders before and today. I posted it this morning, and we literally got 13, 14 orders by day's end. So thanks to everybody for supporting Trippin With Bondzee. We might ship one out to Glassy for free. I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided.
I wanted it in black, though. I wanted it in black.
And if what's his name still watching? Positive Mike, if you're still watching, cigars are coming too, mister. So hang tight, and I'll message you in the next couple days when I get settled, and I'll get your address, and we'll send you out some fine Nicaraguan cigars as well. All right, bro? That's it. That's all. It's Trippin With Bondzee on YouTube and the Dean Blundell Network. Take care of one another. Have a great week. Make sure you go check out deanblundell.com. Amazing podcasts over there. There's amazing blogging going on over there. Entertainment out the yazoo. And that's it. We'll see you Wednesday. Peace and love. It's Bondzee out. Bye.
What was that?
That was very strange.
It was very weird.
Peculiar.
It was kind of amusing.
Yes, it was rather funny.
It was incredibly funny.
I loved it.
Hilarious. Wonderful.